Hello guys, welcome today. Let us take a look at the box office numbers for this past weekend because there is a new film in town and that is Mickey. Mickey 17 has taken number one at the US box office. It has finally beat out Captain America Brave New World, which is going to lose Disney hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, Mickey 17 stars Peter, uh, Pa- uh, Robert Pattinson, basically. So, look, this is another big project he's going to be featuring in because other projects he's been doing after the whole Twilight thing hasn't really resonated with a lot of people. He has not been able to have his own solo major hit for a long time now. Now, I would classify this as an average hit to an extent because this film made $19 million and came in number one at the US box office. Before I proceed with the top 10, Nazar 2 has finally cracked 2 billion $9 million. So what it means is that this film has finally passed Avengers Infinity Wars at the box office. It's very, very important that you know this because I know people have been wondering what this film has been doing at the box office. It's absolutely balling. It's really, really doing excellently well at the box office. It's making a lot of money when you compare it to other big time blockbuster projects. It's made so much money for the studio. It's at least on its way to finish anywhere closer to Titanic and maybe a little bit closer to, I would say, Avengers the way no not Avengers, the Avatar, the Way of the Water. So that film could be its final gross when you look at the numbers. So if we look at the top 10 this past weekend, make it 17 came in with $19 million, followed by Captain America Brave New World that made 8.5 million for a total of 176.6 million. Last Breath came in number 3 with 4.2 million for a total of 14.6. The Monkey made 3.9 for a total of 31 million. Then you also have Paddington in Peru made 3.85 million for a total of 37 million. Dogman still is in the top 10, made 3.5 million for a total of 88.8 million. Anora. Now, Anora is a film I watched last year. I know it's won Best Picture at the Oscars over a week ago. I am surprised it won the Oscars, but I'm a huge fan of the film. When I watched it last year, I considered it one of my favorite films of the entire year. Literally, it was an incredible watch. But I'm surprised that it won Best Pictures at the Oscars, and it to an extent it's fine. I don't mind it because it's a film I genuinely did enjoy. So it winning one of the biggest prestigious awards in the movie business is fantastic. Then you also have Mufasa the Lion King is still at the top 10, which is fantastic considering how many weeks it's been at the box office. It made 1.7 million for a total of 250.5 million. Rule Breakers made $1.6 million. So after all this stuff, then we have to now look at the international numbers because this is where it starts getting dicey for Captain America: Brave New World because this film is on its way to losing Disney a lot of money at the box office. Let's see what you can at least calculate as to what Disney will lose right now. Is this film has not even been able to crack $400 million after 4 weekends. So what it means is that it will struggle to get 400 million and most likely lose Disney anywhere between 100 million to 115 million dollars. If you go on X, you see idiots that are still arguing and saying that, oh, Disney isn't lying. This film costs $180 million. This film is going to break even at the end of the day, even if it barely crosses $400 million. These people must be insane. This film is already being estimated to earn between 405 million to 440 million. As we speak right now, the total numbers after 4 weekends is 370.6 million. So what it means is that this film would most likely crawl over 400 million. It might get to 415-ish million, And when it gets to around that number, it is on its way to losing Disney a lot of money. There's no way you have to look at this on. Let's even use the $180 million price tag as the budget. If you look at this number and you add 120 million for its marketing, you're looking at 300 million. What I mean now is that Disney still needs $500 million to break even. So even if we go with the fake $180 million, Disney still needs 500 million to break even, and that film will never get anywhere near that number. So people are deluding themselves saying that it needs only 400 million to break even. I'm like, these people must be either delusional or dumb. They don't even know basic mathematics. Because a film costs 180 million does not mean that it's going to easily break even by earning back that money at the box office. It needs three times that amount to be able to consider itself broken even and then consider making some profits. At the end of the day, this film is going to lose Disney money, whether we like it or not. And if we look at Najar 2, Najar 2 at least is still making money. Even its updated Monday gross is still showing promise at the box office. I just saw now that it's still doing well in other countries. For instance, now it's closer to 2.1 billion now at the box office, at least when you add the Monday numbers. It's going to still make money in other territories because it's being released in other countries like France, Spain, Germany, UK, Ireland, and 32 other European markets. So the UK goes first for Najar too. So there's a chance it might even end up outgrossing Avengers. No, why do I keep calling the Avengers now? It might end up grossing Avatar: The Way of the Water, because that film made 2.32 billion at the box office. Now, if this continues, it can cross Avatar, and that's the film that I'm looking at that could become its next target when it's all said and done. We'll see what's going to happen. It has momentum on its side. It has momentum at its side. We will see how it earns its entire gross. But for now, this is a very good number, at least at the box office for Najar 2. Now, in terms of other numbers, there's nothing to see here. Disney will release Snow White next week. I would certainly return to cover the box office number. In fact, the box office disaster number of that film. And that's coming out next weekend. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. So I'm really waiting for that film to make its debut and disgrace itself at the box office. So guys, share your thoughts down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Do like our content. I'll see you guys very much next time.